Blessings, family. We are going to do your activation for the week. If you have your copper card and want to grab that, I'll invite you to do that as well. And of course, if you have an Ormus, I actually have the DMT Ascension Journey Ormus here. So I'm going to go ahead. I just felt really led to this one. So I'm just going to bring that into the frequency. And this awareness is really focused on ascending the way our body operates. So it's focusing on ascending nutrients. So if you're ever nutrient deficient, this is a great one to bring in those frequencies and have the body actually see nutrients as an expression from the DNA to where we're not reliant on nutrients to come from outside of ourselves. They come straight from the frequency of source. So that's kind of a fun way to see that one. Okay, so I am going to pull our three cards. We're starting with the 5, the 2, and the 1. Okay, interesting. So let's just first read the energy of this activation. So the 5 is, of course, change. And the avatar that's connected to that is the shapeshifter. So I'm hearing, ooh, this is giving me chills. I just heard, who do you need to be, right? Who are you becoming like, and not coming from the mind, but asking our DNA, right? When we start to live through the frequency of our DNA, we're always asking that intelligence, the intelligence of source, the frequency of source, not our programmed mind or body. So who are you becoming? What will you shape into, right? And maybe there's a couple different areas that you need to change. And in that change, you have to show up in a new way. So however that resonates, maybe kind of ask that question with your DNA as we do this activation. So the first one is the shift, not just shifting or changing, but also shifting the way we show up in the world. And then we have the 2, which is that bridge of consciousness. It is the bridge between, you could say, form and spirit, but it also is a communicating in a space of the divine, that pure energy. So, are you speaking your truth? Are you speaking from the divine? Is there something that needs to move from, I'm just connecting it to the 5 now? Is there something that needs to be communicated to activate that momentum and change? I just got another one. Do you need to show up in the purity, like who, as you shape shift through this change to start this momentum? Is there something that needs to be spoken from, I'm going to say, like a different aspect of self? And this could just be that maybe you've been showing up and playing small. And now the divine is asking you to step into your power and speak your power in order to create a change, which creates a new beginning. So the 1 is that new beginning, is the new ideas, it's the way shower. See if there's something else that wants to come through. It's also innovation. Okay, so we have the 5, the 2, and the 1. So let's also step back and see it as what's being called is to start the action of change. You don't have to wait for the exact guidance. If the guidance is that there's a change, right? A change needs to happen. And sometimes just initiating by saying, yes, I'm willing to change. Yes, I'm willing to change. And then the guidance comes through, and that communication starts to happen with yourself and with others, with the universe, with the unified field, with your DNA. And then new information, new ideas, the new beginning comes in. So we're going to call this activate your new beginning, right? Your divine new beginning. This is exciting. Perfect for just the energy that we're in right now, right? It's time to step it up and really allow the divine to inform our lives. And a big part of that, a lot of times, is to stay in flow. And that can mean that we don't stay comfortable and we allow change to happen. Okay, let's do the activation. So I'll invite you to place your hands on your heart space and just breathing in that white blue light, allowing it to trace along your brain, moving down to the base of the spine, and then breathing it out, attuning your spinal fluid to that frequency of 963. And in your next breath, just allowing it to trace along the brain down to the spine, and then into your heart space, letting it enter your bloodstream, preparing your body to move into a higher frequency, a higher spin state as we activate the DNA. And we're going to activate the first code of the change. So feeling this code, you can see it just move right through the third eye into the pineal gland and then allowing it to spin. And as it's spinning, it's activating every cell of your body, creating momentum, change, allowing your consciousness to easily move through the change without resistance, allowing you to show up exactly how you need to, without attachment to story or judgment, staying in flow. And then we'll activate the two, divine communication, that your words speak the frequency of source, that they are received as the frequency of source. So just feeling that code as it activates in every cell of your body. Feel it as it moves through the tone of your voice. See your voice as a channel of divine communication, that it's received as divine communication, creating the momentum of change. That brings you to this new beginning. Just feeling this code as it enters the third eye into the pineal gland and allowing it to spin as it activates every cell of your body, as it activates a divine blueprint of a new beginning, a beginning that is held in the frequency of momentum, divine communication, clear communication at the frequency of source. So just feeling those codes as they work together, creating and upgrading your software system to hold this divine blueprint so that you can experience the mind, the body, and your reality in the frequency of 963. All right, everyone. Well, let me know what your new beginning is. What is changing in your life? I want to hear about it. I'm sending you all so much love and a big hug.